runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Caught quickly. Bites off a defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. And some room to work now. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Canes. This quarterback on fire today. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So Oregon's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Running out. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge gain through the air. One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. To throw, it's Hall. And now another deep ball here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
There's contact on the throw. Makes the catch downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. When he's got some space here, heads out of bounds at the 40 and sets his offense up in good position. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And it's a bunch formation. He'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now it's second down here. Now they'll run a draw play. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Miami. Made the defense look slow that time. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. The Hurricanes line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. 2nd and goal for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled there by the defense.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. It's a fake. He wants to throw it here. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. A pass on the field goal try. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Contact as he threw it, and it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about: toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Looking downfield, it's Hall. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up with it.
And a sophomore making an impact play. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's past the 35. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Solid tackle, able to get him down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Hall. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some block. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Makes a quick catch. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Second down after that previous play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Empty backfield now, but they go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown for the U.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT.
That makes the score Miami 24, Oregon 20.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the...
Got him, he's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. And
he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offense.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I'd love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Canes will send the punt team onto the field. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And here's the return now from midfield. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The offense starts with excellent field position. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They're setting out to try the PAT.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner being brought down. So it's 1st down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that 1st half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kurt.
The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Trucks through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half. It's really more the same of what we saw in the 1st half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that 1st half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. Dropping back, it's Hall. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Here's the 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, and another incompletion. The Canes bring their punt team onto the field.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Offense makes their way on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Hand off to the right side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The pocket breaking down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. And he drops back in the gun. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami.
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
In the clear at the 25. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Back to throw. It's Hall. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's going to take another shot right here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Ducks. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Second down play coming up. And the tailback's got it again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Hurricanes will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They get him down, but a huge game of the offense to grab momentum heading into the final quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So from their own 20, they move the ball all the way to the red zone. Great scoring opportunity here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Hall. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of their own end zone. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Back to throw. It's Hall. And he's going to launch it deep again. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The Ducks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now. Looking to chuck it again. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play. But there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Quick throw testing the middle. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Receivers are bunched together. Back to pass. It's Hall. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll be brought down.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Ducks. And the route is on. Might have to try the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not
breaks clear. End zone ahead. Now the 40. Physical run breaking tackles. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The Canes move into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. He breaks free. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
62, Miami.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking to throw. It's Hall. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial...